Good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? Kevin here with another truckload. Happy 4th of July, everyone. So, I had to quickly clean out the truck because the gentleman who I got the Vespa from had a whole bunch of other stuff for me. So, let's take a look and see what he's got. He gave me looks like a home light. Yep, a home light blower. Home light chainsaw. These are all parts and pieces. A floor jack. Just some things. This is a Kawasaki Vulcan, I think. Yep, Kawasaki is a Vulcan. I don't know how big it is. I don't know what size it is. I haven't identified that yet. But it is, for the most part, in decent shape. Needs a lot of work. They messed up the side cover. They don't have any, well, there's supposed to be an air box right here. That's all missing. Here's the tubes to it, but everything else, you can definitely tell the cover needs to be cleaned. So, cover is sticky. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this bike. This bike might go to scrap. I'm not undecided what I'm going to do with it yet. It's just kind of one of those things. Get the factory saddlebags. I do not have any paperwork for this bike. So, 2001 or newer, you need a title. I don't know what year this thing is. But it's pretty decent shape. I can't really, for the most part, complain. What year is it? Let's take a look at the badge. And finished by Kawasaki Motors. You can barely see anything here. It looks like it's a 2000. From the looks of it. Alright, so it's a 2000. So I don't need a title for this. Just need a, whatchamacallit there, a bill of sale. So I guess I can do something with this bike. Bonus! Choke. And that's pretty much it. Which I have all that. It looks like they tried to jerry rig. You can see the mouse nest. Typical on a bike like this to find stuff like that. I don't have the key to it either. The keys that he had definitely didn't go to it. Yeah, these are Yamaha keys. Yeah, these right here are on the bike, but they don't go to the bike. So, don't have the key. They Mickey Moused the ignition switch right there, so there's no key to it. Who knows? You know what I mean? So we have this. This is a liquid cooled V-twin. Thing's a beast. I don't know how big it is. Let's see if there's anything on this. Yeah, you guys might be able to read it better than I can. Anyway, but here it is anyway. It's a Kawasaki, missing the speedometer. Up top there, the ignition goes down by your side, like the bigger bikes. I don't know what's in any of the containers for it. Can't really tell. But that's one bike. That is the Kawasaki Vulcan. Here is a steel cutoff saw I got. Right here. Gave me that old-fashioned cutoff saw. Pretty neat. There's the grinder. And looks like a Husqvarna 55, 51. What are you? Pretty good size machine. I don't know, don't matter. It's all in pieces, so it must be junk. But you never know. Here we go over here. We have a Dayton 20-gallon air compressor. He has a bunch of them, so he's like, yeah, you can have one. Thank you very much. Put this with my collection of air compressors. I got a ton of them. This a 110 or is this a 220? It's a 110 and lock. It is a 120. Perfect. Not a 220. That's good. So this setup right here might find its way onto my big compressor. That's pretty nice. Anyway, 8 horsepower, 26 path snowblower. In the mark, and a Yamaha XS 400. I don't know what year that is, but it's pretty nice actually. I got the seat to it. The seat was a little torn up. Nothing dramatic. These are fun bikes. If you guys ever get a chance to get one of these things are fun. This features disc brakes in the back and in the front. This is chain drive, which is when you have a chain drive system on one of these bikes. This is a real nice system to get. You can adapt this to the XS650. Different frame, but pretty nice anyway. Let's see this. I'm gonna try the throttle here. Oh, I got movement. Okay. Throttle's not moved. Wonder if the engine seized. Oh yeah, she's tight. She's tight. Let's take a. I'm gonna climb up there real quick. Okay. Now let's try it. Yep, there we go. Alright, so she turns over. I didn't think I had enough leverage the way I was. I wasn't quite sure on it, but now I know. So I think, guys, this one right here could actually be a runner. The exhaust is in good shape. The engine cranks over. She's only got 5,685 miles. A low mileage on this bike. It's a real shame it's in this condition. What's the tank look like? I even got the key. Tank is rusted. I bet your vinegar can clean that out. But we'll take that off and we'll put a supplemental fuel system. You say that 10 times fast. Supplemental, yeah. Anyway, you guys get it. So, I get a lot of questions on how do I get parts. And I always revert people to eBay, Amazon, Partzilla, and just the World Wide Web. I sell parts sometimes, but I typically get burnt in the process. So I stopped doing part sales. And I just keep the stuff for my bike builds that I do. But you're probably wondering how I got all these bikes. The Vespa, the Virago, what fell over? The Viragos, the other Virago that's over here. And there's a little thing that I do, and I'm going to show you guys this little trick. You're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a couple things if you want to get into doing bikes the way I'm doing them. These bikes right here come to me for free. I did not pay for any of this stuff. This stuff is 100% F-R-E-E, free. Okay? And you got to be careful of how you do it, but I'll explain to you. You're going to need yourself a pick-em-up truck. Okay? You have to have yourself a pick-em-up truck. If you can get a trailer, even better. But you definitely need to pick them up a truck. So I live in an area where I'm able to do this type of stuff, so it works out pretty well. But I'm going to show you guys my trick. There you go. Taking non-working junk motorcycles, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, lawnmowers for free. Okay, and yes, I know my N is backwards, and it's on there like that for a purpose. Okay, to be unique, to be different. So, I put the sign up here, and I live by the dump. So, and I also have my little small engine repair signs covered in sap. So, people, they drive by, and they see my sign, and, well, it costs money to get rid of vehicles here where I live. So, now, people like to clean out their yards, clean out their basements, their attics, and all that type of stuff. So now they say, hey Kevin, you know what, I got some stuff, I'm going to share it with you. You're more than welcome to help yourself to whatever you want over there. And that's how I end up getting the stuff for free. And that's how I get so much of it. That little stupid sign. It's a stupid sign, but it brings in a lot of bikes, a lot of equipment, and it's pretty cool. I got one of my bunnies right there. Look at this. Happy 4th of July, buddy. Happy 4th. So he's waiting for a carrot. Right? You waiting for a carrot? You waiting for a carrot? He wants a carrot. There's my bunny. I'll go get him a carrot. So it's amazing some of the stuff that you can get just by putting up a little sign to get some stuff. Now, when it comes to Kawasaki's and stuff like that, those are a little different. I happen to be in an area where there's a ton of them, so it works out pretty well. But because they're very popular. So if you live in a state where they sold a ton of Kawasaki's, that's typically what you're going to get. If you live in a place that sells a lot of Yamahas, a lot of Yamaha dealers, well, then that's what you're going to get. So you kind of got to figure out, you know, where you are, what you got, and what to get rid of. Don't expect gold. Never expect gold. Gold will come in a surprise. You know, you never know what you're going to get. Like that Yamaha right there, I actually like that little bike. I was, little funny story, I saw one of those at the Havel Salvage Yard, which is now out of business, when I was younger. And they wouldn't sell it to me. He's like, oh, I can't sell you the bike, it has no paperwork. And they ended up crushing it. And when I tell you it was in better shape than that, I'm not kidding you, I was probably 15 buying a lawnmower engine down there when they had one of those. So I wanted to get one in the worst way. And the XS400 that I was looking at had drum brakes in the back. Had spoke wheels and drum brakes someone put on it. I don't think it was factory, but it had the same color as this. Looked exactly, I like this with the mags, but they were a fun bike. They were definitely a fun bike, and that would have been a great bike to own. So the XS lineup is a really nice lineup. But I think I'd do a quick video, show you guys what I got, say hi, and this is the first look, obviously, of this lot, the end of the lot. So he's got, he's like, I think you cleaned me out now. So, which is good. But I went down, picked it all up. And a lot of times with a sign like that, I tell them, you know, if it's just a small stuff, drop it off here at the house. If it's big, like a bike or that, then I pick it up with my four-wheeler, and that's what you need it for. So, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Happy 4th of July. And I can't wait to get, we're going to do our first start video on, the next time you see that, we're going to be working on the Yamaha. We're going to pull those carbs off and get those in the ultrasonic cleaner. And we got to go work on that Vespa. I want to hear that Vespa run. That thing is pretty neat. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's been sitting. All the stuff came from the same place. The Vespa, the Virago, the air compressor, all that happy stuff came from the same place. So, anyway, guys, I'm off for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so when I post a video, you guys get it. And once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me on these adventures and getting these builds. So hopefully you guys learned a little something today about how I do things, and answered a question on where do you get all these bikes and all these parts from. Now you guys know my little secret. And I encourage you guys to get out there and turn wrenches. And for those of you who watch the channel, I'm talking to the people who are sitting at home watching the video going, oh wow, that's pretty neat. That thing is pretty cool. I want to take a second. Look at this, guys. He's just mowing on his carrot. That's Peter Rabbit. Anyway, for all you guys who are sitting at home going, man, I wish I had the smarts to turn wrenches like this guy. And, you know, I encourage you guys, get yourself a bike. A junk bike. Just get a bike. If you don't want a bike, if you don't have room for a bike, that's fine. Get yourself a chainsaw. Get yourself a junk snowblower. If you guys don't live in an area where there's snow, and you live like in, say, in Florida, you're not going to find a snowblower in Florida. Get yourself a push mower. Take it apart. See how it works. Challenge yourself. Research it. You got the thing for free. These are great learning tools. The same technology that's in this little Tecumseh 8-horsepower engine with valves is the same technology you'll find on a truck. This is a V8, so this has basically 8 of those little engines in it. You know, this car is a 4-cylinder. It has basically 4 of those, basically. Okay, a little bit more power and more advanced, but you guys get the idea. This is a great starting point. This is how I started out, picking up lawnmowers with my pedal bike. Get out there, get some junk, tear it apart, learn it, understand it. You might fall in love with it. And I'll tell you, there's nothing better than having a bike or any engine that's been sitting for God knows how long. This thing is cool. Okay, who knows how long this thing's been sitting for. Okay, it could be years. I mean, looking at the tank and the rust that's in this tank, this thing's at least hasn't been on the road or ridden in over 10. Okay, so and we on this channel are gonna hear this thing run. I'm gonna drive this up and down my street. So that's the plan for this bike. Okay, look, it's all covered in bird poop. You know, how cool is that? Yeah, just said bird poop is cool because these are the type of things that motivate me. A bike that's been sitting and has no desire to, nobody loved it anymore. It used to be when someone bought this bike, they were showing it off. They were washing this thing every week. They were polishing the chrome. They were riding it majestically like a valiant steed down the road. You know what I mean? And then, as she aged and little things started to go on it, the love kind of faded away. But then someone comes along like me and says, hey, you know what? I like that bike. And I rejuvenate it. And then someone else is going to fall in love with this bike. You know what I mean? So, get out there. Fix something. Tear something apart. Get off that couch. Go to Harbor Freight. Buy yourself a cheap toolkit. And have at it. Okay? Just get out and do it. Alright? Well, that's all I got for you guys for today. Thank you guys for watching. And once again, happy 4th. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm out!